Juan Jose, hello. I can't hear you, I'm afraid. Still can't hear you, I'm afraid. In a second it should be. Still can't hear you. Or can you hear me?
I do. Yes.
Okay, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Excellent, excellent. Great.
So, because I'm 10 minutes late and I have no excuse. I was trying to finish something like to send it and I was like, okay, I have the meeting with Katja. I have the meeting with Katja looking at my the timing, but because I didn't have it in my actual calendar, it was like, sorry.
Okay, no problem at all, no problem. Keep cool, keep calm, keep collected. Everything is fabulous.
Okay, great.
Okay, now. Great. Okay. So now, the plan for this lesson is, or lesson, this discovery call is that basically I would like to find out a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Then we going to create a roadmap of where you want to be with your English language.
Okay.
And then you can decide if this is something you would like to do. Is this okay with you?
Yeah, sounds great. Let me just briefly, because I usually do not like pay much attention to those approach in LinkedIn, but what you offer is something that I was looking for some time, and I've been in Preply. It's the language platform for that has I don't know if you are familiar with that, and I went through different lessons with different kind of teachers and or profiles that present themselves as teachers, but they were not quite what I was looking for. And you like nail it on the message that you deliver. It was exactly what I was looking for some time. I have no clue. That's why I ask you like next steps, because I have no clue what might be the price for something like this. But I'm open to discuss that point later.
Okay.
You think? And then, well, you were saying a little bit of my background.
That's fine. That is fine. If you can do that in 1 minute. One thing I would like to ask you is my approach is with a neuro language coaching.
Okay.
Have you heard of neuro language coaching? And yeah, have you heard of neuro language coaching?
I have heard about neurolanguage, no coaching, so interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I explain?
Yes, go ahead.
Excellent, great. Now, neuro is basically about everything about the brain.
Yeah.
Every brain is different. It's a modern science-based approach to help you learn more quickly and efficiently.
Okay.
It's based on neuroscience. It's completely tailor-made to you.
Okay.
To empower you to keep you motivated. The motivation is obviously on your part.
Yeah, of course.
Now, language you're learning English. And coaching, what do you know about coaching?
Not much, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I never went into a coaching session. We used to have one in the other agency like so long ago, but I think that is something that became trendy the past 10-15 years, and a lot of people define themselves as coach, but in the end they have no like a proper background or degree on what they were doing. Here in Spain, to give you an example, I remember I had a conversation with a lady that was in charge of human resources in one of the consultancy that I was working for, and she said that she was a coach, but that in Spain was easy for people to go and explain what they are going through, or issues, problems, whatever, with a coach than a psychologist. And in my country, I'm from Argentina, and we are very famous on like psychoanalyzing everything. We go to psychologists with no shame. So it was funny for me the way she introduced the coach in Spain.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so from what I'm hearing is that you have had kind of experience with coaching, but not language coaching.
No, at all. Correct.
I see. Let me explain, if I may.
Okay.
Right, coaching is guiding the coachee. Yeah.
Okay.
It is autonomous learning, which means I am not a teacher, but you are independent. You decide what we're going to do in our lessons.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an active partnership. It's client focused, and to give you confidence as a language learner, and it should make you feel valued and engaged.
Okay.
One thing what is also important to mention is that we're all certified by the ICF, the International Coaching Federation, and everything what we say is confidential between us. And you will hear me a lot of permission asking. May I ask you?
Yeah.
May we carry on, or what neuro language coaching is not a traditional class like you got in Preply.
Mm-hmm.
There are no books. It's not a one size fits all language course. It's not a live coaching session.
Okay.
And it's also not a casual chat or a consultancy session.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Not so far.
Excellent. Great. Now, what we're going to do now is we are going to explore the 3 M's.
Okay.
Now, first of all, the first M is your motivation. And the other 2 M's are mechanical goals and mastery goals. Now, let me explain what they are. Mechanical goals and mastery goals. Mechanical goals. Where am I? Let me just put that up. Right, mechanical goals. Can you see that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mechanical goals are all about structure and rules of the language, is basically grammar.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's building blocks, vocabulary, pronunciations, thinking part of the brain. It engages the thinking part of the brain, helps you learn the language consciously, which means explicit learning.
Okay.
The implicit learning is what you pick up in language by yourself, by hearing English every single day. Now, mastery goals are about using the language in real life situations.
Yeah.
So you apply what you've learned. So basically exactly what you need your language for. Yeah, these are the mastery goals. Is that clear so far?
Yeah.
Excellent. Great. Any questions?
No.
Great. Now, I would like you to ask you, what is your motivation on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being no motivation, 10 being excited, high motivation.
I think today it's an 8.
It's an 8. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Excellent. That sounds good. Now, so what are the reasons for wanting to improve your English?
So I've been working in marketing agencies for the past 12, 13 years. But that was back in Argentina and some other places. But lately, I joined recently, like 1 year and a half, more than that. like one of my dreams agency, that is Ogilvy. I joined Ogilvy, and it was something that I always saw from like so far. But when I moved to Barcelona, and unexpectedly I sent my resume, but without any like deep willing to be part. It was like, no, they will never call me or something like that. And out of the blue, they did. And now I'm managing a big account, one of the biggest one in the tech department. And I know that the only way to keep growing is if I'm handled to have like a superb English, because my client is a guy from Birmingham. Oh, sorry, I really want to say it in the proper way, but he's from Birmingham. Well,
Birmingham.
I don't have the fancy.
Birmingham. It's Birmingham.
There, he's from there. Yeah, right. And it's I went to headquarters of this client, and the people there, they are all probably native English speakers, or close to that. And in Spanish, I'm really, really, really good on what I do. And in English, I have some handicap that I can improve and get better. And it's the only way that I will push to a better position in the place that I'm right now. Because I need to play politics. I'm not better than the people that I have next to me on my same position in my agency here in Barcelona. But the only difference will be if I can play politics. So it's like, I know that I need to improve on my English daily, and to be more to improve my fluency and to express myself in better sentences and with more specific more specific words. I like using good, I don't know, synonyms, or but better expressions. And the other one is the chit chat. When I go I don't know, like 4 times in a year, we gather all together in different part of Europe, and we have like 2 days workshops where we discuss a lot of things. But the time that we discuss outside our presentations and whatever, that you can practice that, then you can go with a speech and start presenting whatever you want to present. But what the chit chat is the most, I feel it's just a feeling, but it's one of the most important ones, because it puts you in the map, in the mental map of that person. So I'm in chit chat. I know that I'm presenting myself pretty well right now, but in the chit chat on the like the jokes and everything, I'm not that good. Or I'm yes, I'm not that good for sure.
Okay, I understand. So from what I'm hearing is that you, in Spanish, you're really good. And you talking to your Birmingham colleagues, and you want to improve your clients, your clients, and you want to improve your fluency. Be more specific, have more specific words, similar to jokes or synonyms, or especially small talk, which is very important to you.
Yes, but those are like the 2 areas that I want to improve myself on speaking in this other language that is not my mother tongue.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Now, how would it feel if you would be absolutely fluent in English?
What do you mean?
Well, just imagine.
Okay.
You have been working with me for a couple of months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And you are now fluent. You nail your jokes. You know all the synonyms. You can do the chit chat and the small talk. How would that feel?
It will feel, I will feel less tired every day, because working in a different language for someone that thinks I need to start. I think I start thinking in English most of the time. But if I can do it, like if I can switch that easy, it will be less. And you see, this is a very good example. I don't have a very good word to say that I feel tired at the end of the day. It will be less tiredness. I don't know. I don't know how to express it, but that's a good example that I want to improve.
Okay. Okay, so you want to feel less tired and you are thinking in English most of the time, but you want to improve on that.
Yeah, I want to be more naturally in the way I think in English.
Yeah, that is, and believe me, that is not easy, but
I know.
it's it will come, and because I've experienced it myself, and I believe it will come.
Okay.
Okay, so how would that change your life if you had better English?
Probably I need to be entirely honest. I've been a father. I became a father like 2 months ago. So my world is a little bit upside down. So, but if you asked me this 6 months ago, I will say that probably if I stay some more time here in Ogilvy, Barcelona, I will be able to jump into a more complex Ogilvy around the world. I won't say London, but maybe or New York, because those are probably very difficult. But I don't know, Australia, or maybe I lived some time in New Zealand and Australia, and I even tried to get into marketing agencies, but that it was some time ago. I know that maybe better today I can perform in a better way in an interview. But that will be interesting to explore. To if maybe in the future I would like to transition into a more English environment and do a more higher part of my professional life in an environment like that. That would be a very nice jump.
Okay, I see, I understand. So, first of all, congratulations on becoming a father. So from what I'm hearing is that you already explored New Zealand and Australia, the careers in New Zealand and Australia. And with if you would be now perfect in English, that would be your next transition, that you transition into more English environment.
Could be, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I introduced the father news because nowadays I'm not so sure if we will be in the mood of moving into another country again, or maybe getting back to our country, that is Argentina. And that is why I said that I was in 1 to 10. I was in number 8, because maybe like 6 months ago I was definitely a 10, but now it might be changing the perspective, even though I'm willing to try and I'm willing to make the change and improve and keep growing. And also because it gives you like a lot of blood in your brain, like going this way, it's really exercise your mind in another way, and I need that kind of refreshment.
Okay, okay. So you want the exercise for the mind. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, great. So now can we still take the New Zealand, Australia dream, the transitioning into the English environment, as a vision, as a focus for
Yes.
your lessons?
Yeah.
So
100%.
when when you sometimes say, "Oh, I'm really busy," or "I'm really tired," then I remind you that you would like to
Yeah.
go to, transition to an English speaking environment.
Yes. We're going to Sydney, mate. Yes. Remember.
Absolutely excellent, great. Now, what we're doing next, I will ask you a few questions.
Yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, may I take some notes on that?
Yes. 100%.
Excellent. Thank you. These are questions which are specifically about, to discover what your language knowledge is like, your language level is like, that I can assess, for instance, past, present, future, you know,
Yeah.
would have, could have, should have, and all these sort of things.
That's
And
one of my biggest issues, probably. Not managing the perfect tense at the right moment.
okay, let's have a look. So what I will do, I will make some notes, but I will not interrupt you.
Okay.
It's just a cool, calm conversation. So no worries. Just let's start. So now you've already told me something about yourself. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. For instance, where you live, where you work, family, hobbies, around that sort of thing.
Okay. So I'm been married with Hannah for 6 years next month, and we met back in Argentina in 2014. We were working together in a marketing agency, and I was kind of her boss. We decided that we were hating what we were doing. That's why we said, okay, let's move to another place. And that's where, when we went to Australia, then we get back. We went around the world. We traveled some time through Asia. We finished in Europe. And the last city that we visit was Barcelona. In Barcelona, we say if some if in any particular time of our life we decide to move to another country or to another place, it will be Barcelona. And 2 years before that, we say, okay, our country was going through a political mess and social, really, an economical crisis. So with that, like a day on the elections, we bought the tickets to New Zealand because we got like a visa to go and work there. We moved to New Zealand on 2019, and we found a job in a hotel. We were like working on the reception, on the booking department, and we were doing like everything, housekeeping, where there was someone missing. But COVID came, and it was like very tough. But I mean, it was tough for all all the world. But in that moment, we really felt that we were abroad, like far, far away, because New Zealand from Argentina is like extremely. New Zealand is far away
Or from everywhere.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, we need to move. Anna had like a chance to apply for the Italian citizen because her part of her family was from Italy. So we moved to Italy. She got the citizen, and by that time we were already married. And so then we moved to Barcelona as we were wishing in the past. We found jobs. We stay here. We bought the house. We have the child, and here we are. Like we just like we just need to plant the tree, and we might be and write the book.
Okay. I see. So this is so when you say you need to plant a tree and write a book, does that mean you have kind of put some roots down in Barcelona?
Yeah, but it's not something that we are entirely sure so far. It's okay for now, but we know that this is not for eternity, and we might want to move again, maybe in 5. But it really depends on where we are at that point. I don't know. So far, Barcelona is beautiful, but the local people is not like Argentina. In the end, you belong to where you belong, and you end up missing your traditions, your people, your ways of living, and having a child makes you think how he's going to grow in a complete different culture, in a complete different approach. Even that the difference between Spain and Argentina, not that huge, we are still living
In a
abroad.
foreign
And
country.
yes,
Yeah.
and stuff, not only for us, also for our families that are still living in Argentina.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that with me. Could you tell me about your your holiday last year, or an interesting place that you have visited in the past?
Okay, last year we went to Sardinia. Um, I have three friends from kindergarten living in Europe. One is in Prague, the other one is in Lithuania. I can't remember how to. Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Okay. And the other one is in the UK, in Nottingham. And we gather in Sardinia and we spend a week with our families also in the beach. So it was really nice. And it was really nice because the one from Prague is the one that was paying for everything, because he became a multimillionaire. Like, he really did very, very good in Europe. So we were like living the good life. We even turned a jacuzzi on fire accidentally, entirely. I was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you were living the high life.
Life, yeah. And it's the best way to live it, because you are not like suffering for the cost that everything has.
Absolutely. Okay. Wow. That sounds interesting. So excellent. Now, what about your plans for the future?
As a big one, we are now. I get back to work this Monday, and it's like I'm hating everything. And everything is a mess. My team did not perform as I was expecting, so I found like many issues. Both of the girls that worked with me, they are now in holidays. They say, "Can we go on holidays on the week that you are coming back?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's catch up. Tell me how things are going." But now every time that I raising up a stone and finding a frog, and everything is a mess. So I'm like, fuck, I hate this job. I need to go to do something different and be my own boss. Why I'm keep working in for someone and not being my own boss? That is something in my mind for a very long time. But it is what it is. So I have some options. I'm looking for small, tiny initiatives to have like a passive income that will, in the end, become something more stronger. So I will be able to release what I am doing in case I did not achieve big changes inside the organization that I'm part of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't know, but maybe if in 2 years they came from New York and say, "Hey, Juan, we want you here with us," I'm like, "Okay, yes, I'm going there." Otherwise, if I'm gonna still be in Barcelona doing what I'm doing, I'm becoming old, and this is not like too excited. The
Okay.
technology and the projects that I'm working right now, they are like for big companies, but they are like crap, and they are not excited. They are like old technology stuff that no one cares and is not that excited. So there's a conflict inside
Mm-hmm.
every human being, also myself.
Okay. 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 Now, tell me things that you have to do in the next weeks, and things that you probably will do or possibly can do, should have, would have, could have done, or will do, should do, would do.
Okay, so things that I need to do. I have a ball here in my studio, and the last thing that I have to do was this meeting with you. Thursday, Friday looks good. There's nothing on the schedule. I need to apply for my permanent visa here in Spain. Now I became Italian as well, so that's coming on the 1st of September. I also need to do some checking with the doctor. And what else related to the work? We have some upcoming rollouts, Belgium and Luxembourg. um, that's pretty much in the horizon.
I'm just thinking, I just wanted to hear some, you know, some sentences. I should go, you know, should take my son for a little stroll. I need to buy some baby formula, and I
Okay.
could take the dog for a walk if you have got one.
Oh, okay, so we have the local calendar that I paste on the fridge where it says that every day I must go with the little dog to well, outside for all his needs.
I see.
I should buy some. I'm not sure if I need to buy some. Well, we usually need to buy something, but some stuff. Yes, I'm looking for a motorcycle because I returned to the gym. That's something that I've been doing for the past 2 years. So it will be wonderful if I have the chance to find the motorcycle that will be taking me to the place to the gym, then back to the office and back home, because I need to go to the office twice a week.
Okay, that's interesting.
And the traffic in Barcelona is mad, so I can take the car. That's why I was thinking that I should buy a motorcycle.
Okay, excellent. Motorcycle, should buy motorcycle. Excellent. Now, what would you change in the world today if you had the chance?
In the world,
Yes.
will I get the credit for that?
If that is what yes, you would.
So I will gather with Trump, Putin, and Zelensky, and I will stop the war in Ukraine. Yes.
Yes. Juan Jose absolutely gets the credit for that.
Was
Absolutely.
not was not Zelensky, it was me.
Yes. It definitely wasn't Trump then. Exactly. Very good. Excellent. Very good answer. Now, how do you see the future in general for everyone in 2050?
2050.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's scary. I work with part of the day. I work with AI, and that's getting bigger, very very. So 2050, I don't know. I think that the human being will become kind of obsolete. It's tricky because there's gonna be machines everywhere doing what we are doing now, and we are going to end up losing our purpose, and the lack of purpose to the human beings will take us to a very like there won't be any reasons to keep staying in the. We will extinct ourselves, but not for a war, not for another species that will come and conquer us. We will decay and become obsolete, and that's maybe not 2050, maybe longer than that, but it's a thought that I have in my mind frequently. But for that, I have a very good on the other side. My wife, because we're discussing if we will become fathers or not, I was like, but the war is a nightmare. Why would you like to bring someone to go through this painful life? Well, I'm not pessimistic. I hide myself in a very cheerful, optimistic person, but I'm melancholic. I'm not melancholic, but I'm nostalgic, and I always think that the past is better. And the answer of my wife, that I think is very, very good, she said, "That's why we will bring him to make it better. He or she will improve the world. So that's why we are bringing someone else." And she conquered my position and my opinion, and that's why Valentino is in the world right now. Go ahead.
One second, please.
No worries.
That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry about that.
No, no.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, thank you. Sorry about that. So basically you contemplating, the future of the world or the future of your child.
Yeah.
Because of your thinking about, the future and how AI will basically in your mind take over? Or what do you mean? Do you mean that AI will take over, or
No,
with
it won't take over, but it will be the solution for everything. It will generate food for us, so we will, in the end, lose the reason to be here. Because
I see.
we as human beings, push the world forward.
Yeah.
In the future, without having any purpose to be here, or just, we will domain the AI,
Yeah.
and but there won't be any clash on that. So it will be one person controlling everything, or saying to the AI what to think and to decide and to provide solutions for, and what will be the reason for us to stay in the world.
I understand. Yes.
Or to keep living on, to keep reproducing ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
worries.
Now, do you have any questions for me?
Not so far, so good.
I'm inviting you to ask a question about that. That is also part of the questions.
Okay. I don't know. Would you like to discuss the roadmap that you mentioned, or is that coming?
Absolutely, that is coming right now. If you don't have any questions, then absolutely, let's discuss the roadmap
Or
now.
maybe I do. Maybe I can do some quick ones. So, how do I pronounce your name correctly?
Katja.
Katja, perfect. Are you based because you are from
Germany.
UK? Okay, I thought you were in UK. Sorry.
Yes, I live now for 26 years in the UK.
Okay, so I read it properly. I thought that was just in my mind. Okay.
No, I came here in 1998, and yeah, I've worked in various different areas in customer service, and I've had my own business. I've been an airport chauffeur for 9 years. I've had my own business together with my other half. We had our own smokehouse. We were smoking fish and cheese.
Nice.
And then I became seriously ill, and we had to give our business up. And then COVID came along.
Yeah.
And then I decided to study a TEFL course, teaching English as a foreign language.
Okay.
And I have been working on a platform similarly to Preply ever since. And I've also got my own business where I'm helping project managers to teach English now with the help of neuro language coaching.
Cool. Perfect. Nice. Thanks for that.
Now, what I will quickly do is I can quickly show you some testimonials.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you decide to go for that? Should I say niche, like project managers looking to improve their English?
Because there are quite a lot of you.
I know.
And a lot of project managers are having international businesses, and that's why I chose project managers. No, that is basically, for instance, that is Pedro. I don't know if you can see that properly.
Not yet. It's all
And
black.
1 second, can I make that a bit larger? Can I make that a bit larger? I can make that a bit larger. So he has been working with me. He wanted to improve his English, and he did one of my courses with me. and he had great success, improved his pronunciation and also his confidence.
Okay.
And that was one of the testimonials. Then we have, oh, Heikel, that's in German. He was obviously is German. Oh, no, he's not German. He's Tunisian and wanted to improve his English. And what he basically achieved was that he did a presentation in England in English. And he was really, really happy about that. And that's basically where he built his confidence.
Okay.
And the other one is Giuliano, Brazilian,
Okay.
working for German company, and he greatly improved his fluency and also his pronunciation, because as you probably know, Brazilians and English, their accent can be sometimes quite hard.
Yeah.
And that's why he worked with me and we improved that greatly. Now, back to the roadmap.
Okay.
First of all, congratulations and thank you very much indeed for sharing all your thoughts with me. That was very in-depth and also, yeah, very, very deep at times. And thank you very much indeed. I'm very appreciative that.
Sure.
So, all in all, I would say that your English is really on a great level.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you find anything challenging, or what about the things you were saying? I mean, like structure-wise, sentence structure-wise, grammar-wise.
Of the ones that I expressed, you mean? Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. The only, if I may share that with you, the only thing is that sometimes you want to use some expressions or colloquial terms, and I know exactly that is exactly what you want to work on.
Yeah.
This is sometimes where you want to say some, pun line and something like that, your phrasal verbs, and you just can't say them because they're not in your daily vocabulary or in your vocabulary. So, okay. Let's try and find some, first of all, some mechanical goals.
Okay.
Now, mechanical goals, we have mechanical goals. Okay, now I need to go to this one there. Right, mechanical actions. Mechanical actions focus the underlying structure of the language, such as grammar, discussing mind map rules. So okay, these are the actions. So like the grammar, what would you like to, first of all, what would you like to focus on in the grammar lessons? And how would you like to approach that? Like,
Not quite sure.
Okay, let me stop sharing that now. Grammar, you said you wanted to attack the tenses.
Yes.
Which tenses would you like to which tenses would you like to attack?
Well, not quite sure, but I know that English is quite like flexible, so you can express all your life in simple past and will be enough to make yourself understandable. But if you start using properly present perfect, past perfect, that will be better. And I know the rules. I know when to use which one, or I used to know it when I studied. I'm not very sure if I know it right now. But that's a huge improvement. And maybe sometimes I use it in a way, in the proper way, but I know that they are not part of my daily. They don't they are not at the top of my mind, so I'm not usually familiar on using the proper past or present perfect. And also, maybe no, that's. I think that's one of the biggest challenge that I have, because the future is simple. You know which one it's like, and I'm always, when I'm writing it down, I'm always confusing. It's I don't even know the rule, but you know, you say, okay, let me think about it. That will be completed, and in my mind, I don't know, my mind play tricks, but it's like complete plus it. No, you know, like separate I and the letter T. But no, because, and I know, I honestly I know, but it's completed in the past, the simple past of the verb complete. And when I'm writing down, or I need to send an email or whatever, I'm like, okay, which one should I use? And I write it as it is, and then I pass it through an AI and say, okay, polish this email, and it becomes properly, and that's it, and I send it. So I'm not worried about writing. I know, and I'm not entirely worried about speaking with that, but I know that sometimes I'm confusing that.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is that you want to know why it says it's complete, but that will be completed.
Yeah, like, see, I know, and if I translate it into Spanish, I know the reason, because it's completely completado. But it's like funny, because at the
Okay.
same time it's the first pass on the column of regular verbs to for the verb complete. But what about if it is an irregular verb? If it is cut, if it's going to be cutted, so that's tricky because it's not going to be cutted. You know?
Okay. Okay. Regular, irregular, regular verbs in future.
Yeah,
Future.
that's even more confusing, because you use it to explain something that is going to be done in the
Yeah.
future,
Future
but you're
perfect. Yeah.
using the verb in the past tense. So
Yeah. I understand. I understand. Okay. Future.
that's,
Okay.
it doesn't make logic in my mind, and that's maybe what I need to fully embrace the English in a better way.
Okay. Excellent. So we have um expressions, synonyms, small talk. Well, small talk, that's more mechanic, that's more mastery. So we have yes, we have expressions, colloquial terms, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect.
Yes.
That's okay, that's great, that's fantastic, that's fantastic. Now now we come back to the sheet what I shared with you,
Okay.
the how you would like to achieve that. Now we've got for instance, popular mechanical actions, discussing and mind mapping rules, analyzing texts, practicing with specific examples, watching videos, reformulation. These are just some things what I do with some of my students. So this is sort of just a menu from which you can choose.
Okay.
Is there anything what you would like to do, or something else what you would like to,
No,
how you would like to
yeah,
do that?
I think that's fine.
Okay, so would choose two of them.
Just it.
Yeah.
Okay. Analyzing text and reformulation.
Okay, excellent. Well done. Fantastic. We've got our mechanical goals. Now, let's go to the mastery goals. Mastery goals. So you were saying you want to work on small talk, expressions, colloquial terms. Anything else you want to work on? Because you was I think you were saying, I heard you say that you do presentations.
Yeah, every day.
Okay. What else would you like to work on?
Well, that could be a good point, like polishing presentations, because I struggle a lot to prepare the presentations and put the information in the proper way and everything. And then the difficult comes when I need to summarize the information to deliver key like messages, impactful and very like in a very short way to express a very big idea. That's like sometimes I didn't find the words that I need to put in the presentation.
So you mean the do you mean explaining
Yeah.
things in the
Well,
presentation?
later on, I will end up explaining because I'm going to be in front of the presentation. But what goes into the slide tends to be like very dense, and I need to be more concrete, delivering the same message in a shorter way, in a more clear way.
Hmm? Uh-huh. Okay. Me to be more concrete, more like more precise.
Precise, yeah. But that's something that I'm also failing in Spanish, so that's fine. It will help me also.
Okay, we at some point in the at the end we may work on that.
Yeah, it's been, yeah.
Okay, so colloquial terms, expressions, small talk. Anything else you would like to work on?
No, that's it.
Okay, excellent. That's fine. How would you like to work on that? And I put the menu up again for you, a menu where you can choose your favorite dish, your two favorite dishes from.
All right.
So, role playing, brainstorming, discussing, practicing functional language. That's what I'm doing, working with my others, with other students.
Okay.
Hang on a sec, mastery actions.
I think
Analyzing. Ah, this is the one.
discussing and role playing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Well, maybe
this.
the last one can be to co-creating scripts for specific conversations working together. Yeah, that can
Mm-hmm.
be. But the first two that I mentioned, they're fine.
Mm-hmm. Co-creating, role-playing. Okay. We can sometimes you do one or the other, role-playing, and discussing. Yeah, absolutely. Discussing, absolutely. We can do that as well. That is fantastic. So thank you very much. Congratulations. We've got all your mechanical and mastery goals.
Okay, perfect.
So excellent. So may I just collect that or like summarize that? So for your mastery, for your mechanical goals, we want to work on the tenses, on present perfect, past perfect, regular, irregular verbs in future perfect. For that, you want to work with analyzing texts and reformulation.
Mm-hmm.
And for your mastery goals, you want to work with presentations explaining that later on, but colloquial terms, expressions, and small talk. And for that, you want to co-create, role play, and discuss.
Perfect. Yeah.
Excellent. That sounds brilliant. Now, so how we work together now is how often do you want to work together with me? How long should the lessons be? And what time span do you want to set aside? Like how long, how many months do you want to work with me?
Well, in my field, we have three important variables. That is time, effort, and money. So it really depends on those three. From my point of view, I will say that we can go from today till the end of the year.
Okay.
I don't know. It really depends on, because considering that I just came back and the child and everything, I will say once a week. But maybe it's not that engaging, and I lose engagement, and maybe more will keep us more up to date, and the improvement will be more visible. So I don't know. Do you have any proposal for that?
It is, as I say, you are in charge of the whole thing. It is your lesson, and you decide. Once a week is great. More
Okay.
than once a week, of course, is also great. But if you don't have the time, then once a week is good.
Yeah.
You can start with once a week, and then maybe in the future you could decide you want more than once a week.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do once a week.
Okay. Until the end of the year. Okay, that would be until end of year. Until end of year, that is how many weeks have we got left?
23. No, 23. 20 something.
23. Okay, so that's 23 times what? How?
Because it's August, so and we will be starting around September,
Okay.
October, December. So it's 4 + 4. Yes, it's between 16 and 20. I would say.
Okay. 16. Okay, excellent. Great. And how long should the lessons be?
1 hour.
1
45
hour.
minutes. 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, great. What I will do now, I will. Are you able to do things by yourself? If you only got lesson once a week, that you could do some things yourself, where you
Yeah.
do some preparation exercises and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, excellent. Now, first of all, what is your motivation like now from 1 to 10? Has it improved?
Still 8.
Okay, that's just fair. At least it hasn't decreased. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, excellent. Now, what I will do now, I will put a proposal together. What was your expectation? Now, obviously, Preply is nothing like neuro language coaching.
Correct. I don't even think about it, to be honest.
Okay.
Because, and also Preply has like the price range is like huge. So
Yeah.
no.
That's not a problem. As I say, I will put a proposal together. We'll send that over to you right now.
Perfect.
And we will meet again. No, not meet. I will email that to you today. And is it okay with you if we talk about that tomorrow, or?
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow. Fine.
Excellent. Then I will send that over, and I talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay.
And you just want some honest feedback from you. Yeah.
For sure.
Excellent.
No, yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Juan Jose, for this lovely chat, and I will hear from you tomorrow. And yes, have a nice evening.
Thank you very much. You too. Very
Okay,
nice to
take
meet
care.
you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.